Kevin from Amdahl Hearing. So today we've got a topic that we're going to have to get down a little bit into the weeds on, but I think it's going to be important to kind of get down and dirty on this topic to help people to understand why I always say we can't just fix your hearing in one setting to 2020. And for that, we're going to address something called a fitting formula. Now, for years, fitting formulas have been around as an aid to providers to set hearing aids kind of right out of the gate. And they're designed to get us really in the ballpark. Now, you would think that with all this technology, we would be able to get really, really close. But at the end of the day, we've talked about the need for auditory rehabilitation and the need to kind of work into that level of amplification. So let's talk a little bit about fitting formulas. For starters, nobody can really kind of agree on what the best fitting formula is. You see, what we're trying to do is prescribe the right amount of power at each frequency, and as time has gone on, to try to control that power through what we call the dynamic range. Now, to date, and to my knowledge, there's probably anywhere from 3 to maybe 5 widely used fitting formulas. To make matters even more difficult, some manufacturers have set it up to where they have their own proprietary fitting formulas. And so there's a myriad options to figure out, how you want to set that hearing aid. So why so much difference? Well, in my experience, there's basically 2 different ways of going about setting up a fitting formula. One is for maximum audibility. Now, what that means is we want to give people the best hearing and understanding. Now, the upside of that is kind of right in the title. We're going to be able to get people to hear and understand the best. The downside is it tends to be a little bit harsh, and it tends to be not something that people are real accepting of, especially right out of the gate. Now, the second way of going about that is to kind of go toward what I like to call maximum comfort. Now, maximum comfort works really well out of the gate because those new sounds are a lot more comfortable. The downside is that ultimately you're not going to hear and understand really well. What's the best one? Well, really, that's up to you and your provider to figure out, because maximum comfort will give you a nice starting point, but will require more follow-up down the road. Maximum audibility will probably give you better results right away, but may take a little bit more time to get used to it. I hope this helps you to understand, one, why it's so difficult kind of to get hearing aids set just exactly right out of the gate, and also a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes. If you'd like to learn more about this, you can certainly check out our website at www.amdahlhearing.com, or you can send me an email at info@amdahlhearing.com. If you really like this content, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you really like the content and want to keep getting it, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hey, I'm Kevin. I certainly appreciate your spending some time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again.